No, it's been like forever
Yay!
since I've been on your challenge. I mean, on your channel.
All right, I think we are live. Hello, Tarot Sphere. It is Holly from Cape Cod Creatures and Ivan from Tarot Prose.
Hi.
Getting the band together again. I don't know how this is showing up on the channel. Oh, I'm gonna murder him. I don't know how this is showing up on the channel, but if you could let us know if it's switching back and forth, or I think it's just presenting Ivan mostly.
Is it? Yeah, I think I'm looking at my phone. Yeah, it's just showing me.
That might be best for a little bit, at least until he calms down, though, because
okay.
like with the screaming, it's just gonna keep cutting you out. Oh my god.
I mean, but he's saying how much he loves me, so like I'm fine with it.
That's what he's saying? Okay. So yeah, we are here today. We're gonna do a comparison of the Naked Heart. We're gonna talk about this deck for a little while. Hello, Crystal Mama, how are you?
Hi.
So we're gonna talk about that deck for a little while. We're gonna talk about the Antique Anatomy Tarot.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Do you have the original edition?
What?
Oh, right. Yeah, I have it too. Yeah, it's over there.
Yep. We've got the Antique Anatomy Tarot. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill him. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm gonna snuggle him to death. Yep, so we've got the Antique Anatomy Tarot, and then Ivan's gonna do a little flip through for us for the Spirit Halloween Tarot cards, which that was interesting. I don't think they've ever done that before, or at least not that I've seen.
So although they did one last year, but basically like low-key it was a pirated version of the Rider-Waite. So this one though, it's like public domain artwork tarot or whatever it is.
Oh, that's
so at least like they didn't steal someone's artwork this time.
Well, this time, yeah, I suppose there's this time. Yeah. I think I might be being quiet now. Hold on. All right, let me see. All right, can we do? Nope. Okay, so it's switching to me, but all right, this is going to switch back and forth now to whoever's talking.
Okay, good, good.
All right, so hold on, what is this? Stop presenting. All right, I think this is better now. All right, I don't know how this whole thing works. I'm really bad at it. I'm sorry in advance to everyone. Oh, there we go. I think it worked. All right. So yeah, I'm just kind of flipping through my deck, but I think I already put it in order. Okay. Well, we're gonna do. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill him. All right, we're gonna start with the Naked Heart. This is a deck by Jillian C. Wild. Here is my first edition.
Yes, same.
Yep, this one comes in a. You know what? If Ivan's going to be showing things, I'm just going to let him show things. There we go. There you go, Ivan. So it comes in an awesome magnetic flip box, and it's got a book that you could probably kill a man with.
Oh my god, yes.
And the thing that I like about this tarot is that like the artwork has some color, but not too much. And it's all, from the most part, really different and unique interpretations.
Yeah.
Of like, it's still kind of Rider-Waite-y, but it's like, it's stuff I haven't seen before. And the cards are really meaty for as stark, I'm not going to say stark, but as minimalist as the imagery is.
Mm-hmm.
I just really liked it. Very high production value. One of the better independent card.
Yeah.
One of the best. Yeah. So I'm just going to pull my edition out. And then I think when we get to places where there is a difference in the cards between the first and second edition, we can go ahead and I'll switch back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So did you want to start? Where do you want to start?
Well, I have a story with, because I want to sing some praises to Jillian. I have a story. So I had ordered this deck and I was super, super excited to get it. But my deck came all messed up. Like it was like ripped and like the box was just tore up and like some of the cards were peeling. So I emailed her and I've never been treated this nice before in my life. Like she was so apologetic. Like, I don't know if it was because of me, but like, I like to think it was because of me. Like, she emailed me and she's like, I'm stopping production. And like,
Oh my God.
she stopped production on the original. And then she walked me through like the whole process of what was happening, that she made sure that, you know, the decks were going to be okay, but she's like, she's so sorry that happened to me. So she gave me, so she was overseeing the new printing of the first edition.
Yep.
And once everything was finalized, she sent me another deck for free. I didn't have to send the original one back, which was super, super nice.
Awesome.
She looked through the deck personally, which other deck creators have done, and like, it was just not like they didn't, but she did. She looked at the deck and everything was perfectly fine. She signed the second copy, which is super, super nice.
Awesome.
And she's just so kind and like honest with her whole with the whole production process, because we, like, as like content consumers, we don't really know, like, we can get a gist of like what it takes to create a deck, but we don't know. Like, she literally went, after that happened, she would send me emails and send me little video clips of production and like how the new version of the first edition was coming along, which I really appreciate. She didn't have to do that.
No, she didn't, and that's really cool, and I'm a little jealous that I didn't get that sneak peeky. Oh my goodness.
So like I want to hurry and get the second edition, because like the first edition is super good, and like this book is so meaty, and like it has so much, you know, information in it, like with like the messages, the spiritual goal. Yeah, like it's, I would have liked, I think she actually is making a bigger, book.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it only seemed right because there's so much information for this deck, which I like. And the fact that she is the artist and the creator, so there's no disconnect between the messages in the book, which is really nice.
Yes.
That you sometimes see with like major publishers, like the artist is doing their one thing and then the author is doing another. And like, you guys never talked. Like, you guys never had like a sit down. But with her, it's like a complete package, which I love.
That's totally the Luminous Tarot for the inner hue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the artist did one thing and then the author was like, all right. Like,
yeah.
oh my God, no, you guys. You can't do that. And then you get it a little bit with some of the mass produced. I almost sometimes enjoy a fresh perspective though on because artists don't always know tarot, at least not enough to make it make sense, you know?
Yeah.
There's kind of like, okay, well, here's this thing that I made. And you're like, that is a beautiful thing that you made. How the hell do I read with it?
Yeah,
so,
like I have this deck by the Tarot del Fuego, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And like the deck is like really, really pretty. But in the guy, like, he uses a lot of eyes in his artwork. But in this little small white book, he does not mention not one reason why there's eyes in this place or there's water in this place. And I'm just like, I want to know, like, why that's there.
That would be nice. Like, is it just a design element? Does it mean something? What does it mean?
Yeah, it's like
it's
like
a double rainbow.
A lot to be desired. Yeah.
Yeah. Just tell me what it means. All right, I almost have this in order. I said I wasn't going to, but I did anyway because I didn't. All right, so I think we're gonna go through because there are some changes in between the cards. So we're gonna go through card by card. And you said you didn't have your deck in order. You liar, liar, pants on fire.
I mean, I have some of it in order. Like, let's be real.
You have to be at least somewhat prepared, Ivan. One of us has to be.
I try.
Okie dokie. So we have, we'll start with the major arcana. So we have the Fool, and that is a beautiful unicorn card.
This is mine.
Mm-hmm.
The Fool card.
And then the, hold on, here we go. All right. And then we've got the Magician, which didn't change. That stayed the same.
Oh yeah, that's like the eye.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then we have the High Priestess, which also didn't change. And then I'm just going to quick switch to me for a quick second because there is a little bit of difference in between the production value of the deck. For those that don't know, the first edition was glossy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was.
As you can see, it's like super gloss. And this is a super awesome matte finish, which I much prefer. For whatever reason, the artwork just pops a little bit more on it. I think you can see a lot more of the detail and like, especially like the brushwork and the owl. Look how pretty that is. And then the gloss, it just sometimes gets like the light hits it and it gets lost.
Oh God, yeah. Damn gloss.
Damn it, gloss. And then the other thing to note about the two different editions is the first edition had the black, black gilding.
Gilding, yeah.
Yeah, gilding's the right word. I can't words. But hello, Bella, how are you? So, but as you can see, like mine, it's wearing off. It wore off pretty quickly, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like it sucks when it first starts to wear because you're like, oh my God, that exact card. But after a while, this side held up pretty okay. But this side gets, you can tell which side is like my shuffling, splitting side. But, the new version, I'm just going to pick up a little suit, is the matte white edges. So for those of you that like to really go to town with your decks, you can 100%, you can like do whatever it is that you need to do with, like, you can edge your own deck. You can do all that kind of good stuff. All right. So
I love when like people say like go to town with your deck. 'Cause, like I envision like all us with like little briefcases filled with tarot cards going to town square. Like
that would be amazing. Yes. Go to town with your deck. Visit it. Take it, dine it, wine and dine it. Make love to it. Don't really do that. That's weird. All right. So next we have the Empress. Oh, back to you. Hold on. Let me go ahead and.
This is.
There we go. But she calls it Earth Mother.
Earth Mother, yeah.
So, oh my God, what am I doing here? I'm switching everything around. Okay, sorry. Boop, boop, boop. All right. I'm going to get my versions mixed up. All right. And then we have the Sky Father, which is the Emperor.
This is like the most hipster emperor in my life. Like it's so hipster.
But he's like kind of Neptune-y though. Like
yeah.
I don't like, so nothing really changed on him. I don't really know what to think about him though. Like he's just kind of like that with the weird, I don't know, like it's kind of like unsettling just because the Emperor I think is just such a grounded energy.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not. It's like very floaty and airy and I don't know. So next we have the Hierophant, or in the new edition, here's our first change. So that is the Hierophant. And then as you can see in the new edition, she calls it the Sage.
The Sage, yeah.
But that's the only difference. Everything else stayed the same on that card. I think even the eye color stayed the same.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have the Lovers, which are bald eagles. Oh my fucking God, I saw a bald eagle yesterday.
Ooh.
On Cape Cod. Like, what the hell, man? Like, I kind of know they're here, but you never ever see them. And like one just flew over Route 28 the other day, just hanging out, just bald eagle. Oh, not the greatest of day for Bella.
I'm sorry, Bella.
Oh, Bella, no. Are you doing okay? The Moonchild Emperor, way hipster. Yep, so Tammy Pie says that the Moonchild Emperor is pretty hipster.
I don't have that deck yet.
Really? What? You don't have it yet?
I'm waiting because like I don't know, like what I like to do is if I can, I like to buy like the indie decks, like if it's on Etsy or it's like on like a stockist, I like to buy things in bulk to save myself some shipping costs.
Ooh, that's true.
Because if I go directly like through the website, like shipping is so bad.
Oh my God.
It's almost like $30.
Oh no. Yeah, because she's from Canada.
Yeah. So the ones that like are here in like the in the US, like where they stock it, like they go by fast. And I want to just buy one damn deck. Like if I'm gonna spend like $70, like I might as well buy a few. Like
is there anything from her that like that's coming up that you even might remotely want? Or is it just kind of like, because I think that's the only thing that she's come out with for a while and will for a bit.
Yeah, like there's a shop, I think it's called like Everyday Magic or something like that, that stocks some of her decks.
Yeah. They're excellent.
Yeah, so I'd probably go there that route and look at what other like indie decks that they have.
Yeah, that's where I got the Oracle of Oddities 2nd and 3rd edition from them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the 1st edition on eBay from I guess Claire Goodchild put a couple of the charity editions that she did up on eBay, like just to clear out.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty rad. All right, so next we have the Chariot, you guys. And there's no change on that one. It's a beautiful double-headed Pegasus.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like, because sometimes that Chariot energy makes you feel like you have to go into different directions. Like you're going and oh my God, but what direction do you go?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like sometimes you feel split, like, but you have to go somewhere. So the Chariot doesn't always clear that up. It's just like, go. And you're like, okay, but what direction?
Yeah.
It's your asshole friend that tells you to turn left here before you, like, right as you just miss it. Like,
yeah.
And then we've got the Strength card as a lion, no changes. And the Hermit is this awesome little turtle. Although we've seen this
turtle. The turtle is like my favorite.
He is really cute. I like how she kind of took the Hermit from Wild Unknown and kicked it up a notch.
Okay, so can we talk about that? Because I frequently call this like the Wild Unknown in like kind of full color. Like because it has that same vibe. Like there's no denying it. Like if I put them together, they kind of like work off each other. Like with that like sketchy style.
They would work really well together, but like this one's a little more light, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like if I'm going to choose one to do regular readings and then one for just shadow work, I would do Wild Unknown for shadow work. And then I would do this one for sorry, I'm just looking at the chat. Trying to see.
Yeah, me too.
We're on the same page, yeah. Let's see.
Marley. Sorry, I'm like, let me comment it to people.
Oh, the deck and crystal is to sell together and it's over. Oh, that's right. Oh my goodness. So Bella is trying to sell some of her collection, and I guess that could be overwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, like, because if you think like as collectors, we buy what we buy for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna just tarot is an expensive hobby. We're not just gonna like slap down some
tarot is the devil.
You know, so like when the collectors in the community accumulate, we tend to do it for very specific reasons. And I don't know about you, but I use all my decks.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe not all the time, but I don't know if I was forced to sit down and sell something as far as my collection was concerned, like Bella, we feel for you, man. That sucks. You let us know if you need any help or whatnot, or if you need a good home for him. Mm-hmm. Ivan's always on the lookout. All right, so next we've got the Wheel of Fortune. And I don't know how I feel about this one. I think it's a good Wheel of Fortune.
Mm.
It just, I don't know, something about it is kind of like, it doesn't feel as balanced as the Rider-Waite Wheel of Fortune does. I feel like you get a little more turny aroundy with it.
It gives me like, what's the, like, you know, the cloud cards? Like, it gives me like cloud card vibes. Like,
really? Because it gives me Cthulhu type vibes.
Yeah, okay. I can see it. Yeah.
Like, you know, the dark ones or the old gods are coming.
It's almost like, okay, so like, let's say if you remove like the title of the Wheel of Fortune, it almost could sit alone as like an oracle card. Like, because it kind of like looks similar to like some decks out there that have like the wheel with some, you know, feathers. Kind of looks like
it. Yeah. I mean, this could totally, it could serve, I don't know what it would, like, I don't know, like a compass maybe?
Yeah.
Some sort of, like, I don't know, but like it's, like I get Wheel of Fortune from it, but not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got Justice, which is a pretty on-the-nose Justice card. It's, yep, there you go. I like it with the laurels and the sword and balance and, you know, the choosing and making a decision.
Yeah, I definitely like it.
And then the Hangman is a little batty bat.
Yeah.
Like, I love him, and I think this entire card is made by like the little like burst by his head.
Yeah, it is definitely. If that was gone, it would feel. Yeah, it would feel incomplete, kind of.
It would feel empty. There would be like not too much space, but also I think it kind of gives like that bamboozle feeling that hanging upside down would give anybody else. But it's also weird for the bat because bats are like okay being upside down. I don't know.
Yeah. It reminds me of this I forgot what it's called, this story when I was like a kid, and it was of a bat, I think, in a tree. I don't remember what it's called.
Aw. Well, you're gonna have to look that one up and let me know. I love children's stories, and I don't know why. Because they're easy and fast. That's why.
I did see Benabelle's deck. I'm like, I want to order it.
Oh my god, I ordered it.
You ordered it?
I ordered it. Yeah.
Do you know if like she's gonna do a color version or nah?
I don't think she would do a color version. Why would she? Like it seems like the whole thing was meant to be in black and white.
Yeah, because like the only issue is because like I've seen like there's other deck creators that I've seen that like they'll introduce a deck in like black and white and then like a year later it'll be in full color. I'm just like, I hate my life. Like,
which ones?
I think it was like the Wisdom Keepers Oracle. It first came out in black and white. It was already an expensive deck, and then I think it went mass market, and now it's in full color.
Oh, that would suck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Tabula Mundi. That's true, Molly.
Tabula Mundi.
Yeah, it was in black and white. Yeah, I waited. I wanted full color.
Yeah. And then I think the Persephone tarot too is.
Oh yeah.
It's either Persephone or Pandora. I forget what, but that was only in black and white. But now it's coming out in black and white and red.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting for the black and white and red version because that's the one that I want. But I don't think like Benabelle doesn't seem like the kind of gal that would be all, hey.
This is her first deck, correct?
Yeah, I think it's her first one. I don't know that she's like she certainly gives tons of recommendations and whatnot, but it'll be interesting to see her. I mean, she's just so cerebral on that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like her book, I've got it, and every time I sit down to try to read it, I'm always bamboozled. So
that's like a college tarot textbook.
Yes. Yes, if it was like Tarot 101, that would be like that is a ridiculously meaty book.
Yeah.
So I got the deluxe package. So her deck comes with an online video course too if you want the deluxe package.
That's cool.
Bella, I have the other one. Who has the other one? Oh, some of the crazy prices.
Oh yeah, the prices.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, Bella, so decks are worth what they're worth. I mean, don't be afraid about asking people for what a deck is worth. You know, it's like, don't undersell your time and don't undersell your product, and your friends will understand if they're really your friends. So ask the prices that you need to be.
Yeah, especially if it's like an out of print deck. Like,
yeah, like just ask for what it's worth, like serious. All right, so we've got the Temperance next. Speaking of, no difference in that one from edition to edition. Yeah. And then the Devil card really upsets me for some reason, but I guess it's supposed to.
I'm indifferent with this Devil card. Like, I don't love it and I don't hate it.
The way the arms stick out really weirded me out.
No, yeah. What I like about like some Devil cards is like when they have like some substance to it. Like one of my biggest like pet peeves of like the Morgan Greer is like it's literally like a monster. Like that's all the Devil card is. I'm like, okay, like,
Yeah, I like the ones that get like a little like clever with their devil. My favorite one still to date remains the zombie tarot. It's a cigarette machine.
Yes. Oh my god, yes.
One of those vintage with like the yellowed acrylic knobs, and it says Vice on it, and it's just kind of like, okay.
That one, yeah, that one's really, really good.
That one's my favorite. Oh yeah, Bella, I have been seeing some of the crystals you've been posting. You'll be hearing from me soon. And then we've got the Tower, which is an explodey tree.
Yeah.
And there's no difference from edition from first to second. And then we've got the Star, which I like. It's, it's a basic star. I like it. It's a compass too, which I always, it's the compass rose is a star. And you know me, I love me some nautical bullshit. So, so yeah, it's very like, star is about hope, but it's also about finding direction, because you can hope all you can, hope in one hand and shit in another and see what goes faster. Like if you don't know what you're doing with that hope, it's, I don't know. I just really enjoy that star card. And then we've got the Moon, which is a wolf.
That one's nice. I like it.
I do. I like it. It kind of captures the canine spirit that, is in the original Rider-Waite. I do miss the duality though.
Yeah, me too.
Of like the wild wolf versus the domesticated dog. And then I've got the we've got the Sun card. I love this one.
This one's nice, yeah.
It's got all my favorite colors on one card, and that's the reason I like it. And it's a really shallow reason to like it, and I don't care. And the scarab and the sun worshipping and all that good stuff. And it's just a beautiful card. That's a jump off for like if you wanted to go ahead and study, like it makes me want to go to the library right now and check out every book on ancient Egypt available to me immediately. Like it's just such an energetic, happy card. I love it.
Yeah. And like there's no weird drawn baby, which is like,
oh yes. Or that I forget what deck it is. It's that one that used to come in that stupid little kit, like the pocket tarot or whatnot. And apparently there's a baby on there that reminds me of one of the characters from the Cleveland show. Just like he's ready to drink some Red Bull and go. But anyway, I digress. The Judgment card is one of my favorites in this too. Although butterfly, I don't know, like the butterfly imagery confuses me.
I mean, I like it. It's like the only pet peeve I have is like, I don't know if it's the same in the second edition, but the Judgment has like the word Judgment has the butterfly on it. So I'm like, you could have moved it just a little bit up.
Just a smidge, a smooch.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Well, that's like the charm of an independent deck, though, and it's not the only title that has that going on in it.
Yeah,
like you'll see it again in the Ace of Wands and in the Ace of Pentacles. And then the Universe is a Bumblebee Bee.
Yeah, I like this one. I like the Bumblebee Bee.
I like the Bumblebee Bee too. Mostly because of the bees die, they're taking us with them. So hope you like for real. They pollinate so much, and if they die, they're taking us with them. All our fruits and veggies, but no, like a bee, like it's like it's like its own self. Like a beehive is its own self-contained little world, and I kind of like that as far as thinking of the universe, because it makes you think. Coming out of one's self-realization. Oh, that could be it, Molly. That's a good one. Hi, Grace. Hi, Simon. How are you? Simon's here. Yay. He just snuck right on in there. But like, yeah, so thinking of the universe in terms of a bee's hive, like everything we have is self-contained, but that doesn't mean there isn't another hive like right over here too, like, which is, kind of like that marble scene from Men in Black. Like it turns on your thinking, like, what's going on, brain? And it's also sunny and happy, and it just feels like a good complete card. Yeah. And then we have the Naked Heart card. I have not had this one come up in readings. And for whatever reason, I've been avoiding reading about it.
The Naked Heart.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten it in readings either.
Well, it's, you know, there's a 1 in 79 chance that we're gonna get it.
I mean, I've taken photos of it, but I've never like.
Yeah.
It's never shown up yet.
The extra, that's what I like about the extra cards is like when you do get them, it's for divine purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's, you know, like the soul purpose, life purpose, like what you were put here to do, what you really, really love and stuff. I mean, like, so for me, the Naked Heart would be less about maybe divine purpose and more like super raw, like slap you in the face, buckle in for this bullshit because you got some truth coming your way. Like, because it's all stripped out and laid bare, you know?
Yeah, this is definitely, to me, well, depending on the context of the reading, it could definitely be like about like self-love or like coming into, you know, your purpose of who you are, and also the heart of the reading with the surrounding cards, like focus on this, without going into the book, like, and reading what it means.
I never thought to use it as a focus card. That's a really interesting. Oh, you know what that would probably be amazing in? And I haven't seen her on in the set of forever, but Colleen and her tarot mentors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. The Naked Heart would be fantastic for that.
Also, you can also use it probably as like a signifier card if you couldn't find yourself, or you just didn't feel like any of the cards were your signifier. You have an extra card built in already. Like,
I like it. That would work as a signifier. I enjoy that. I like the way you think. Oh, I forgot to say, you guys, if anybody has any questions or wants something for us, like if you have a specifically for something for us to address, can you put it in all caps?
Yeah.
So that way we can catch it in the chat. And then if we miss it, put it again in all caps. Like, seriously, just pester the shit out of us. We're fine with that. All right. So that covers the majors. And now we'll go into the minors. We'll just do them quick.
Yeah.
All right. So we're starting with wands.
Okay. I have most of them in order. Good shit.
Do you have them in order, or?
Yeah, I have most of them. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at me not knowing I was prepared, but was slightly prepared.
Yeah. Accidental preparedness.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tammy, why are you having a hard time connecting with it? Is there a particular reason, or you know, any particular reason you don't connect with it? Oh, Carnival at the End of the World. Yeah, not Simon. I'm sorry. Ivan's got that one, and we're going to take a look at that one after this. So, you know what? Let's speed through this portion because I want to see that one too, you guys. All right. So we've got the Ace of Wands is the same. The Two of Wands.
This is like emoji. Like the crystal ball emoji.
It like really is. I love that emoji. I use it more than I should. Yeah. And then the Three of Wands, that's a very wild unknown-y card to me again.
Yeah, definitely a wild unknown.
And then we have our first change is the Four of Wands. And I think I rather like the direction that she took it in. So originally, like you see Ivan has, is there's a cupcake. And now, oh, hey guys, how are you? Now it's sunflowers, which I think both of them really kind of bring up images of home for me. Because yummo baking and also, you know, yummo flowers. But I think, I don't know. I really like the, you know, like the art of Van Gogh, and I like reading about, well, I don't like reading about his struggles, but unfortunately his struggles come with him. So, well, it's not unfortunately either. I don't know why I said unfortunately, but like the kind of layers that he has with his paintings, the sunflowers and, you know, like that kind of stuff, it just adds extra layers for me. Especially when it's like, oh yeah, well the sunflowers were in my psychiatrist's waiting office, so that's why I painted those. And it's just kind of like, it's seeing the beauty and the crap around you, I guess. Yeah. Especially like if you're in a home that you don't particularly enjoy at the time, it can be really powerful. So, all right. So anyway, I digress. So that's the Four of Wands, and then the Five of Wands. Where's my 5? Did I stick it somewhere stupid? Yep, I did. All right. So 5 of Wands is no change. Okay. Although the color is a little brighter on the, here's a good example of what I mean by brighter color with the matte. This is the matte one. No, this is the gloss one, and this is the matte one. And it might be a little hard to tell here, but the color is just much better.
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. It's more saturated.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's like the varnish that did, because nothing much has changed about that card. I don't think, but it's much better. So anyway, we've got the 6 of Wands is a horse. 7 of Wands is a lioness or a panther. Mountain lion.
I don't know.
It's a big cat.
It's a big cat.
And then we've got oh, you have it too? Oh my goodness. Simon just got Naked Heart. Did you get the first or second edition, Simon? Let us know. The 9 of Wands is a monkey.
Oh yeah, 9 of Wands.
So I have a hard time. I have a hard time with that one. My least favorite animal in the zoo and to watch about and learn about is monkeys. That was never a thing that I was ever interested in. I felt the same way about learning about, Civil War history in school. They don't excite me. It's just kind of like, nope, I'm good. If I wanted to go see people that look like my relatives act like assholes, I would just go see my relatives. No, I'm just kidding. I love my relatives. Hairy and gross and no thanks. And I get screamed at. If I want to get screamed at, I just go into my kitchen. And now we have the court. Thank you, words. So this is one of the changes. It starts with children. And here we go. This is the difference. So this is the original one. Mm-hmm. The fox is kind of standing. And here he's looking up at the wand. I think this is a little, like the energy from the wand is just starting to emanate. Where this one, it's kind of like, energy.
Yeah.
So I think this one is a little bit better as far as the imagery is concerned. Let me go ahead and put that there and there. And then we have the youth instead of so it's child, youth, mother, father instead of page, knight, king, queen. Mm-hmm. So here we've got the foxes running around. Although I will say she made the fox a little more prominent. It's the same image, but check out the difference.
Yeah, it seems almost a little bigger on the new edition.
It is. Yeah. So she shrunk the circle in the background and just made the fox the star of the show, which is pretty cool. And she pulls that circle imagery through the suits. What am I doing? Here we go. All right. And then the mother is the exact same. And the father is the exact same.
Okay.
Thank you all for hanging in for this flip through. No carnival today. Naked Heart sent from the creator for a review a while back. Okay. All right. So you got the naked. Okay. So I got them switched up. So Simon got the carnival at the end of the world today, and then the Naked Heart was sent a while back to him. All right. Cool. There we go. Getting straightened out. And then are you doing cups next?
Yep.
All right, let me grab my cups out of here. Boop, 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 boop. That's Pentacles. All right, cups. So the cups is we got the tentacle with a cup on it. Pretty basic nautical imagery there. And then the 2 remains the same.
With like the hearts.
Mm-hmm. The 3 of cups had a change. It was a pretty big change. So I like the 3 of cups. Although I think the dolphins capture the spirit a little bit better of the 3.
Yeah.
So the dolphins are on the new one. I mean, the bunnies are cute. But I just think that the dolphins feel a little more finished, if that makes any sense.
I agree.
And they're more playful, and it's got like the more celebratory spirit going on. Like bunnies, they're not partying.
The dancing.
Bunnies are hiding in fear. Like that's not a party. That's survival.
For real.
And then we've got the panda for the 4. And we've got the 5 of Cups, which is one of my favorite cards in this whole deck.
That was nice, yeah. It
doesn't change from edition to edition either. And then we've got the 6, which changes again. So this suit saw a lot of changes. It went from carnival horse, like the carousel, to a unicorn, which I think feels it's a little better. It still captures like that youthful feel. The nostalgic feel. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
I kind of like the original.
Yeah, I mean, but like I could see where she's trying to stick with less man-made stuff and more wild stuff.
Yeah,
but
nature,
like if you're capturing nostalgia, I think a carousel horse works a little bit better for that.
Yeah.
And then the 7 of Cups is, again, one of my absolute favorites in this whole entire deck. It's hilarious. Crystal Mama agrees. She likes the carnival horse.
Yeah, same.
Oh my goodness. So the 7 of Cups, all about decision and not knowing, like, you know, analysis, a little bit of analysis paralysis, right? Like, and not being able to tell what's going on. And it's a giraffe and his head is hidden with clouds. Yeah. I love it. He's so funny. I love that one.
Like, talk about like brain fog. Like
it's total. I love him. He's so good. And then we've got the 8 of Cups. So this one saw a change, you guys, from the polar bear to a brown bear, but otherwise the same basic card. I think it just captures the spirit maybe of hibernation a little bit more. I don't know.
I just call this the bear butt card.
Oh my God. Yes. We hate to see him leave, but we love to watch him walk away. That's so horrible. Oh my goodness, Ivan, how could you let me? And then here we have a change too. So the 9 of Cups changes from that black and white starkness to a little more color and a little more reminiscent of the way that the cups are shaped in the Rider-Waite.
This has a very, like, correct me if I'm wrong, I actually think the placement of these cups is almost identical to a card in like Lumina, I think. The Lumina Tarot?
Maybe. It's been a while since I've
taken it kind of looks, it kind of, I don't know what card it is, but it kind of looks, I don't know. I'll have to check that, but it does kind of look like it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a peek at it again. Somebody's laughing at me. I don't know why. But yeah, I think I also like, so when I'm looking at an art deck, I kind of always tend to access my mental database on, you know, Rider-Waite. If I kind of get stuck on a card, I have to be like, all right, what does the original Rider-Waite look like? And what are the differences? What are the similarities? And I feel like this arch is a bit of a better mnemonic device for that card. But anyway, then we've got the 10 of Cups, which is the rainbow crystals.
Yes.
Those did not change. I almost feel like it would have been better for the Pentacles, though.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see it.
Because it's like, you know, like gemstones, like, yeah, they've got their physical, you know, their metaphysical properties, but at the end of the day, it's a hunk of pretty rock. So they're very, that's what I like about crystals, is they're the same, like, as, like, you know, as propelling for a spiritual, God, words. You know, as a tool for spiritual and metaphysical exploration, they're awesome, but they still keep you very grounded because they literally came out of the earth. So it's just kind of like they're good tools for that. But anyway,
yeah, like it could also be like even though like there's no dragon or anything here, but it's like the dragon's hoard of like jewels and crystals.
Yeah.
Like for like the 10 of Cups, like that's what they love, that's what they hoard. But yeah, I can definitely see what you're saying. It's very earthy. It's very.
It's like it's stuff. It's pretty. It's like a, you know, put a ring on it.
It would almost work better if it was like beautiful shells. Because of cups. I think that would probably work better.
Yeah, shells would have been pretty good. I think, yeah. Maybe for the 3rd edition.
I wonder if she's gonna make an Oracle deck. Like, I hope so. I think that would be pretty cool.
That would be amazing. I think we should slow our roll with demanding things from her, though. Crack the whip, Jillian. And then we have our first, like, not our first, our first card for the courts. We've got the Child of Cups. The entire court is whales, and it does change a little bit. It goes from like this flat, almost dead-looking whale to a more vibrant, like a more lifelike, a more, you know, he's vital. He's a little more.
He's alive.
Yeah. Don't worry, kids. The baby whale's not dead. He's just resting. And then we've got the. That's horrible. We've got.
Why is he not moving? It's fine, kids. It's fine.
Pay no attention. Why is he nailed to that muscle up? Where, oh my god, I have to watch that Monty Python sketch now. He's pining for the fjords. All right, so we've got the youth and the mother, which don't change, and the father also does not change. And now we're going to the swords, right?
Swords, yeah.
Oakley dokley, kiddos. So the ace doesn't change. It's the butterfly with the sword.
Yeah, the butterfly.
I like that. I could see, like, I'm down with butterflies in the sword suits. And then we've got the Two of Swords with the anchor, which I really like.
I like it.
I like, because, you know, it's like being weighed down by a thing that you refuse to face.
I think the only thing that I don't like, maybe it's just me, like, I like when things are like kind of symmetrical, like the moon like placement. Because like I get it, like why it's there, but like I don't know.
I mean, it does throw the symmetry of the card off a bit. Like if she'd put something like down in the maybe like the lower right-hand corner, but it's so like it's such a nod to the rider weight.
Yeah.
Again, it's like one of those mnemonic devices for me. Like it's kind of like like it doesn't catch my eye too bad, and I feel like if it did, it would probably be for a reason. But I can see where you're coming from, especially where the anchor tilts towards that side.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, like it's like leaning on one side.
The whole card like kind of makes you lean to the right.
Yeah.
That is what it is. All right. So the Three of Swords is very Three of Swordsy, but I like how she presents the rib cage.
Mm-hmm.
And the 4 is the oh god, this is it the 4 of Swords? No, this reminds you, it's the 7 of, is it the 7 of Swords from Wild Unknown?
I think so.
Yeah. So this is very where this is, but I could see where this works better for a 4, like because you're sleeping. And I don't know, like I've always had a hard time with the 7 of Swords from Wild Unknown. And then Cape Cod's personal favorite, the 5 of Swords, is a shark. Oh my god. We're having such a shark problem here.
Oh no.
Like it's not a problem. Like I guess it's not a problem because sharks were always in the ocean, but there's more seals here now. And people are like, maybe we should call the seals and maybe we shouldn't. And honestly, like, I think there should be one good cull, which sounds really mean, but a lot of the seals around here have distemper and tuberculosis.
Ooh.
And like the population just kind of needs it. Like we're being really horrible. Like we used to call the population regularly, and that kind of took care of diseases and whatnot in the seal herd. Like it's so big it's called a herd now. But There should be one good cull, and then maybe figure out how to get those animals like vaccinated and healthy. Because if we're going to be stewards for them, like we can't just let them be sick and make each other sick and just it's gross. And then you have the sharks eating like distemper seals, which is like probably not a good thing for the sharks. But anyway, I digress. Always willing to talk about the sharks. The Six of Swords, there's no change there. I don't think there's too much for change in this entire suit. The Seven of Swords is a raccoon. I think it's way better than a fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we've got the Eight of Swords.
I like it.
And the Nine of Swords doesn't change. 10 of Swords doesn't change.
This rat though, like
yeah. I mean, I don't know, like, because rats, I mean, like, I get that rats are awesome animals, but when, you know, from a lay people, like, they get a really bad rap and, like, they're spreaders of disease. It's like, it's almost like the rat had it coming.
Yeah.
It's like, good, I'm glad. Like, poor the rat. And then here's where we see our first change in the swords. So we go from the, this is the original where he's standing up to this is where he's sitting down. I think she kind of reassessed her whole, I'm not saying that he did, Tammy, but you know, like, she's like, rat lovers, no. But like, you know, they just have like, you know, from a layperson standpoint, I don't know. But anyway,
I feel like the original has like more movement.
The original does have more movement, but it's also not very childlike.
Yeah.
I think what she took the opportunity to do here was kind of reassess how childlike her child cards were.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not mistaken, they all got a revamp. And then the Youth of Swords also changed. So there's more movement here. It's actually very wandsy.
Yeah, get out of my head. I was like, this is like a 9. Is it 9 of Wands? 8 of Wands?
8 of Wands.
Yeah.
They're still very 8 of Wandsy. This is the original, you guys. The Youth. And then this is the new Youth. So it's a little less 8 of Wandsy.
Mm-hmm.
And still very, you know, actiony. But
yeah.
Oh, Molly said the rat was framed. Well, now you're making me feel bad, you guys. All right. And then the mother doesn't change. And the father doesn't change. We are almost done, and then we'll make Ivan quick show us his carnival at the end of the world. All right. So we've got the aces. All right. So the Pentacles does not change. I like that Pentacle. I
like it.
Yeah, it's very like the stag from the Wild Unknown Pentacles, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got the Two of Pentacles, which didn't change. So one of the few still human items in the second edition, and I like it.
I like it. It was one of my favorites when she was doing the preview to buy the deck. Yeah.
Well, it just has that really awesome sense of balance and like the shifting gears and like, you know, it's you only have so much and like what are you gonna put where, you know?
Yeah.
And then the Three of Pentacles. This is one of my favorite cards. Because when I was little, if you're not familiar, well, I don't know, maybe the tarot community seems to be a little more familiar with them than most, but Edward Gorey wrote this amazing short story called The Bug Book. And it's really morbid and kind of terrible. And I would make my mom read it to me at bedtime at night because I was a weird child. And it's like the bugs look exactly like this. Right. And then we've got the Four of Pentacles. And this we see a little bit of a change. So here is the original, you guys. And then here is the new one. I think she just took a minute to kind of revamp the artwork. Mm-hmm. And make it a little more cohesive with the rest of the deck. All right. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles. Again, one of the few human items in the deck.
Yeah.
Which I enjoy, actually.
I like it.
And then we've got the Six of Pentacles.
I love this one. This one's so nice.
Oh yes, Tammy Pie, Amphigory. It's like it's really the best. If you're not familiar with Edward Gorey, you need to really you need to get. He's just got a very dry and morbid wit, and it's just amazing. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles is a tree, doesn't change. Justin Bieber doesn't change. He will forever be known as that. The Nine of Pentacles, there's no change. And we get a change with the Ten of Pentacles. Although I miss the possum. The possum is no longer a possum. He's an elephant.
Aww. I kind of prefer the elephant, though.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the possum. I mean, although like possum or elephant to me, like if you could switch the this Ten of Pentacles for the crystal in the cups, that would be perfect.
Yeah.
Like elephants, yeah, legacy, but it's more about like an emotional legacy for elephants, and for possums, like they take care of their young and whatnot. It's more about that than it is for like a wealth legacy, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like I equate elephants more with emotion than I do a crystal. And then we've got the Child of Pentacles. And again, we see a little bit of an upgrade here.
Yeah.
Here is the old one where he's feeling, so definitely more movement. But in the Child, you can see like he hasn't even stood up yet for the first time. So it's definitely more youth-like, more, he's a babe in the woods. And then we've got the Youth of Pentacles. No change in that one. Oh, no, wait. Actually, you know what? There is. I lied. Here's the Youth of Pentacles. There is a change. This is the original. What's missing, you guys? Boop. There's a pentacle in the new edition. So there's a slight change. The artwork didn't change though. Although I kind of like that doesn't really bother me so much.
Yeah.
Because you don't necessarily need a pentacle in the court card. It says it on there. It's not a big deal. It's like the pips, it would bother me. Like if it's like, oh, it's 7 pips and there's only 6, I'd be like, no. you know what I'm talking about. The mother doesn't change and the father doesn't change. And that's all she wrote for this one.
We did it.
Yep. Tammy Pie said I just sold her the deck by saying Justin Bieber. Oh my God, yes, Molly. The 9 is nice because flamingos. I love flamingos. They smell horrible, but I love them. All right, so we're gonna do a quick peek at Carnival at the End of the World.
Yes. All right.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, I haven't used this.
You haven't even used it yet?
No.
Travesty.
I've peeked through it, but I haven't used it, so hold on.
Oh, so I've never sniffed like a wild flamingo, Molly. She's never sniffed a flamingo. But one time I was fortunate enough where my best friend growing up was going to Disney, and it was seriously like sleepovers at each other's houses all the time. He was like a brother, basically. Our backyards connected, and so I was able to go to Disney with them, and the hotel we were staying at had flamingos, like just kind of wandering around, just being like amazing flamingo lawn ornaments, but like for reals. And the krill or the shrimp or whatever that they were feeding the flamingos to keep them pink just smelled awful. The last time I smelled anything like that, I was down at the fishing docks in Point Judith, Rhode Island, and there was like barrels of Batesgate, like just rotting in the sun. It was just the worst smell anyway. So Ivan is getting his
it's not going to be in order because I'm a horrible person, but
it doesn't have to be in order.
Yeah, so I'll just show you. I have some of the majors in order, but not all of them. All right, so let's Let me. Okay, you can still see me because I'm like near a window.
Oh, yeah, we can still see you.
Okay. Yeah, because like the sun is setting. All right, so this is the full card. But I'm like out of practice. Like I haven't been on video in forever.
Oh my goodness, it's really cute. I like it. Instead of the stick and bindle, like his stuff is just kind of out there. He reminds me of that guy that always wants to sell you like really shitty balloons.
Yeah.
Like, like every time you go to like a here, buy this neon like fiber optic thing. And your parents are like, okay, fine, how much? And he's like $48.
The card stock is really good.
So yeah, somebody Simon was saying it's the same cardstock as Pagan Otherworlds. Oh, that sold it for me.
I don't have Pagan Otherworlds still. Like
what?
I know, don't judge me.
Get out of my channel. Get out.
This is the Magician card.
Oh, I like it.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's like it's really unsettling.
Yeah. Then we have, oh, this is a nice one. This is the High Priestess.
Oh, I like that one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Tammy Pie says it feels Wicker Man crossed with Carnival.
Yeah, I can see that definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely a linen cardstock.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Empress. Oop, there you go. Empress card.
I like that one.
I like it. I like that her back's turned.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know how I feel about her back being turned, but like if you're an Empress, you got better shit to do than to like answer people's questions about she'd be my boyfriend. So like yeah, I can see that.
Then you have the Emperor card.
He's an alpha-mint. I love him. Yeah, I need this deck.
Yeah, I just flipped because like I got this deck like I don't know, like a month and a half ago. I don't know. It was like, and I just flipped through it. I didn't really use it because I have so many decks like coming in, so I just put them on my shelf. This is the Hierophant.
I like it because it's like the same hand gesture, but it's as a like it's way more costumey and putting on airs, which is something that you would expect from the church officials these days.
When I was a kid, and I started reading tarot, I couldn't say Hierophant, so I would call this the elephant card. Then we have the Lovers. There's nudity, so if you don't like nudity, look away. But this is the Lovers card.
I like it. They're trapped together. So the Lovers card, okay, I have a beef with the Lovers card in modern tarot, and it's that it's like seen as the lovey-dovey card. And it's not the lovey-dovey card. Like it's not like a fantastical relationship, like, oh my god, new feels. That is the Two of Cups. Yeah. The Lovers card is like you're an old married couple. Do you even still like each other card? like that is the card that is. And Simon is telling me that I need it and he's such an enabler. And you're right, Simon, I do. After seeing that Lovers card, yes.
Yeah, there's like a tarot trick that you find the tarot card, well, you shuffle your deck and you find the Lovers card in your deck, and the card to the left is where your relationship stands with the other person, and then the card to the right is how you can improve that relationship.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to be stealing that one.
This one is the Chariot.
I like that one.
I like it too.
Yeah, this whole deck is like, this is a good Halloween deck if you're one of those people that like slightly unsettling movies as opposed to like full-on slash and gore.
This is like my favorite like comical strength card. Like she's putting her head into the lion's mouth. She's like, kill me now. Like
aww. I love it though. Look how happy the lion is.
Then we have the Hermit.
See, that's the card that I don't always like on that one. For what that one unsettles me too for some reason.
Yeah, it has the I guess like the evil eye. The Hermit. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is giving me like devil, like minor devil vibes a little bit.
Yeah, that doesn't strike me as a Wheel of Fortune type card.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like, was he churning butter? Like, what is he doing?
He's turning like one of those like I don't know what it's called, to be honest. Like those wheel things. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Then we have Justice.
Ooh, I like that Justice.
That one's pretty cool.
Like straight out of Egypt.
Then this one is some more nudity. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man.
I like that Hangman though.
I like it too.
What's on his body? Is it like writing or is it like he's got
It's like stars? I think it's stars. Yeah, or their constellation, something. I don't know.
Creative wants to know, were the images made for tarot or are they borrowed from something else?
I honestly have no idea. I think they were I think they actually made the artwork for the tarot deck. I don't know. Yeah, it was on Kickstarter.
Does it come with a guidebook to explain where the artist is coming from?
I think it comes with a guide. Mine didn't come with a guidebook.
Boo.
I don't know if they have a separate guidebook. I have to check. But I got it for the pre-order price, which is pretty cheap, so I got it.
Nice. Nice.
Death.
I love him.
I love the death too. Like, it's pretty nice. It's giving me a lot of Dia de los Muertos, Dia de Dead vibes. Oh yeah, so you can buy the book separate. Yeah, I didn't buy the book. This is Temperance. I kind of like it.
Nice. An ibis.
Oh, nobody's here has it. Okay, I have to check it out.
I love Nobody's Here. That's a great channel.
Good channel.
We're gonna plug a channel. Nobody's Here. And if you want a really good insight into tarot, at least used as a psychological tool, she's got fantastic, and her deck reviews are awesome.
Yeah. This is the Devil.
I can see that. Yes, it's got kind of like a Where the Wild Things Are vibe to it.
Yeah.
Like I want the roaring and the snarling and the gnashing of teeth. I want to know if you got to that island on a boat.
This one is the Tower card.
There's your Wicker Man. I was asking for that earlier. There is your Wicker Man, you guys. That's a wonderful Wicker Man too.
Then we have, that sounds interesting, the Star.
Are those like nerve ending? Oh.
I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't like it. Like, no.
Then we have,
make it go away, Ivan.
the Moon card.
Oh, that's a wonderful Moon card.
That's super cool.
Yeah, Annika is super badass. I like Annika is the woman who runs Nobody's Here. That's her channel, and you're right, she is super badass. But yeah, I like that Moon card a lot.
You have the Sun. Great man, Tammy.
It reminds me of like what Volteon or whatever from Pokemon. Like I wanted to like you could call it the Carnival at the End of the World deck, but you could also call it the creepy Pokemon deck.
And then I don't know if I think this is an extra card. I'm not sure. The Inferno, because this deck came with extra cards, I believe.
Oh, nice.
So we have the Inferno. Then we have the World. Let me see it. Oh, this is a nice World.
That's a good one. I like that one for the World.
Then we have the Last Judgment.
All right.
Yeah. It's kind of with the star, I think. No, what was the one that I didn't really like? The I don't know, that red. Yeah, the star. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, and then this one, I think there's another card, the deluge. Sounds interesting.
Oh, I like that one.
All right, let
No,
my
I think I
hand.
don't like. I think I don't like that Judgment and the Star. They both remind me of surgery videos.
Oh my god, I can't watch those. I can't. Like, I have like family members who are like fucking obsessed. I'm just like, I cannot be in the room with you, like watching those things. Like,
Yeah, my best friend loves those. She's obsessed with Dr. Pimple Popper videos.
oh my god.
I'm just like, could you not? Like, could you stop it? Like, I'm gonna have to put her Facebook on mute. She's just like, they're the worst.
All right, so I'm not gonna spoil the rest of the deck for you guys.
Oh, you're the worst.
But I just want to show you one card. It's fucking Humpty Dumpty. Like,
I love it.
like, I'm just like,
is he the Knight of Swords?
Yeah.
Oh, if ever there was a Leroy Jenkins.
But no, it's a pretty like, it's a really like good feeling deck, man. It's pretty. I think I bought it for, I would say like 45 or something.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
It's not Pagan Otherworld's money.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
oh, is this the super, right? Is the super going to be available like to just buy, or is it like was like a one-off for Kickstarter?
Super will be available to buy. I actually have my super right here. I haven't even opened it yet. Here it is.
Because I think that's what I'm gonna do. Like I told you, like I like to like save like money on shipping. So like I'll probably buy the Pagan Otherworlds Supra, like the decks together.
Yep.
That was just one package.
So you should check out some Kickstarters. I believe the when I backed Supra, I backed some tiers don't have shipping.
Oh, that's good.
And Usi?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty much a solid bet as far as Kickstarter is concerned. Like,
yeah, I mean, like you know, like we've been burned, but like that's what like I've been like, instead of being like super impulsive, like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna just back this deck. Like I like to wait, especially if it's like a new, like not Usi, but like especially if it's like a new creator. I like to like wait to see how it pans out, because like 2018 for me has been like on and off again, like subpar like decks and like deck creators who are just, some of them are just mean.
2018 was the 2016 of decks. Like, it was like no, it was just. I think that's partially because the hobby is like, artists are realized like, hey, I can make some bucks this way. Like, this is a way to sell my art and not eat ramen for a hot second. But
yeah,
not every artist is a business person.
and like it sucks because like I love like supporting like, a lot of indie decks. Like I'm all for it, but it's like it's getting to the point where it's like we're in that group. Like there's like 80 decks coming out every day, and like it's fine. Like as a collector, like I love seeing all the artwork and the interpretations, but it's the customer service behind that artist.
Yeah, the artist customer service, and then their it's not even just customer service, it's like the quality of the decks, whether or not it's a rush job, and how fat, like, because you can still have great customer service and still treat your backers like shit, It's just, I have one deck, I backed it, oh god, May of 2017, and I still don't have all of my reward yet.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really bad, and it's just like life gets in the way. Like, art people who are artists, I find, aren't very grounded a lot of the time, and that's fine. Like, I get it, but you can't run a business that way.
No, and like what another thing that like kind of like puts me off like with the whole Kickstarter thing now is because like a lot of the decks I've backed, because like back then Kickstarter was you're backing the deck for the exclusivity, like once the Kickstarter is done, that's it. Like now that's not the case, but then it's like you'll buy like I'm gonna put myself out there. I bought the Ethereal Visions for $80, right? I bought the Ethereal Visions for $80 to learn that US Games was selling it for $17.
Oh my god.
Like, do you know like how, and like the thing was like we never got an update. Like we had to learn from US Games that this deck was gonna come out mass market. Like, do you know how that feels as like someone who's like helping like the artist create their vision? Like $17 versus 80, that's a big gap.
That's a huge gap. That's, I mean, that's not even like a little bit of gap. I mean, I remember, so not exactly the same was Mystic Mondays for me.
Oh my god.
This one, I think this one without a guidebook was well over $50.
No, I think it was like 65. Like it was 65.
Was it 65?
Like around there, I think, yeah. It was teetering up to almost 70 without the guidebook.
Yeah. And then like there was a huge bullshit rigmarole, and then it turns out it's mass printed. I think it's like $17 again. Like
it's like $17.
Like $20, like a $20, like no. So that was, I get that, but like that's not even like my latest beef is Crystal Unicorn. It's not really a beef. Like she said, like her customer service was fantastic. But it's one of those, this is the second edition. The first edition, like the first couple hundred backers wound up getting like this independent print run that like I completely, like she, like the intention was right, but you know, the road to hell is paved with good intentions, right?
Yeah.
So the first few hundred people to back her deck got a deck where like it was hazy, like the images weren't crisp, the colors were a little bit washed out, and then you wound up with 7 Pentacles on your 8 of Pentacles card. So she sent a new card, but it was from like so she knew what happened, and she you got the card right away, so it wasn't like a oops, like she waited for you to figure it out.
Yeah.
Was ready with the remedy, which I suppose is better than nothing, but it's from the newer printing, so the borders are off. Which, when you look at it from the side, you can totally tell. Like,
yeah, that happened with my what's it called? My Illuminati. It's like the mass market one.
Oh no!
So I got a double of some card, and they gave me a spare card, but it was from the new printing, so the backs were off. So like you could tell. I'm just like, oh, this is horrible. Because like what I think it was US Games or one of them. They have like the kit version of the deck, and then they have like just the deck version. They're not always the same.
No.
Like, so, and like it was cut different. So like when I put it in my deck, like you can tell, like, yeah, that's the card.
Simon's talking about a deck called New Choice and it being lush, and it caught my attention.
I need to Google New Choice. New Choice Tarot.
But yeah, when they replace your cards, that's like,
oh, is this like the hot guy deck? Yeah, it is, I think.
The hot guy deck?
Yeah, like their court cards are like hot guys. Like they have hot guys in them.
I am Googling it right now. Oh, I see it. Hang on. Yeah. Oh, now my computer's like, the hot guys burnt out the on my computer. Oh, it's a Tarot de Marseille?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see where it's hot guy. Yeah, I don't know if I like it. Like, I don't know. So here's the thing. Gratuitously hot people in decks, I think I'm kind of over. I was over them with the Lumina Tarot.
Lumina, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's still, I really like that deck. It's still a really fun deck to use. I was over it with Lumina Tarot. I was really over it with Jinx. And now I'm just kind of over it. Like, oh my God. The Saint Tarot.
Are there any decks that you have like on pre-order?
What do I have on pre-order? I'm still waiting for Brady, which is shipping, like as we speak.
I cannot wait to buy it. I cannot wait to buy it.
Oh my God.
I didn't Kickstarter it, unfortunately.
I Kickstarted it so I could get a sweatshirt.
Priorities.
So Soren likes the Hot Devil from the Gilded Tarot. Oh my goodness. We're gonna have to do like a tarot after dark.
Yes. Oh my God, yeah.
All our naked people tarots.
We should do like we should like have the gang back and do like tarot reader problems 2018 edition. Like, or the end of the year edition. Like,
that would be amazing. Like every year we just have a Stitch and Bitch.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh my goodness, the sexy tarot. Oh, there's so Pagan Otherworlds has a tarot that's like really inappropriate. Like that one is just that is just like there's penises all over the place in that tarot. But yeah. What else do you have anything on order? Anything good?
I have that I can never like remember the name right. I think it's like Earthstone, Earthflesh, something, Bonestone.
Oh yeah. The I always want to say Anita Sarkeesian's deck, but that's not her name. What is her name?
Anatorian.
Thank you. Yeah. It's, like you can tell I'm stuck in like the news cycle from 1991.
And then I have the creator of the Sacred Creators Oracle, their double deck Kickstarter thing.
Okay, so the Sacred Creators.
I forgot what they're called. No, I don't know what it's called. Is it Dreamkeepers? I don't know.
Oh, Dreamkeepers. Yep, I did Dreamkeepers. And then what was the other one? The Threads of Fate. Did you do that one?
I didn't do that one, no.
No? So I did that one. I decided to take a chance. I can't help it. I love me like a stupid crystal new age bullshit deck. I can't help it. I just really can't help it. Oh, Amethyst. I'm sorry, go ahead. Not?
Oh, no, I was gonna say the Cracked Amethyst, the person who made the Idiosyncra deck, is coming out with a botanical deck soon that I want to pre-order.
I can't wait for that one.
That one's like 120 cards. I'm like,
yeah,
come to me now. Like
super deck. It's like gonna be like Dwight's super desk, but instead it'll be a super deck. Mega desk, that's what it was. Mega desk, no! It's my favorite episode. But anyway, they're all my favorite episode. What was another one that I ordered another one. I ordered all of them. There's some sort of like Earth one.
Oh yeah, I think the one with the creator from Tarot of Delphi.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I kickstarted that one, yeah.
Yeah, I did that one too. And then, so super exciting news. I might as well drop it here. Like it's hot. I was invited to be a reviewer for US Games. Yes! So I've got a whole bunch of those decks coming in. I've got.
Do you get to pick which decks you get, or they just send you like a box of love mail?
Nope, it's rando. It's love mail. Although she did tell me what decks I was getting finally. So I think it's the Lightkeeper's Oracle. Oh. Did my employee call? Who called me? North Carolina called me for some reason, and I don't know why. All right, I'll just have to. They're not leaving me messages though. Sorry, I digress. I've got a girl in the shop today. She's awesome. I've got a new employee, so it's pretty awesome. So I'm getting the Influence of Angels Tarot, which will be interesting because I'm not an angel deck kind of gal.
Neither am I. Like I don't even know if I have any. I have like a Doreen Virtue that I guess has angels. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, so I like angels. I mean, Angelorium is one of my favorite
Oracle?
Simon, what about the state? What is the state? The Abyss Tarot? I don't know. They're talking about something. And Tammy Pie's gonna make a SpongeBob deck. I'm all over that if you do. Like I am super all over that if you do, like white on rice. Can Squidward be in everything, please? He's my favorite. Early SpongeBob, the one where we first meet Squilliam. Don't be nervous, Squidward. Imagine him in his underwear. Oh no, he's hot. And that's why my mom told me I wasn't allowed to watch it anymore. So, the Gil Tarot is in the package.
Oh yes, that's so good. I want to get that one too.
So I Googled that one and I was like, I don't know what the big deal is, but I feel like it's going to be a pagan otherworld situation for me. Because when I first, like, I dragged my feet on getting pagan otherworlds for the longest time, being like, what's the big deal? And it turns out I love it. So I feel like it's going to be one of those.
Yeah, I definitely want to get it before. Like, that's like on my like Christmas deck list. Like, give me some pagan otherworlds.
And the Bianco Nero.
Oh, that one's beautiful. I saw that in one of like the metaphysical shops here. That one looks pretty nice.
I secretly can't wait to color it. Like,
are you? You're taking it too far.
Well, I don't want to color it too much. I feel like one color. Oh, is Crystal Mama leaving? Oh, boo. Bye, Crystal Mama. Yep, go work on dinner.
Bye.
It's important. Gotta feed you. Next World Tarot. Yes! Next World Tarot is going mass market.
It is? Oh, yes. Shit.
Do you have that one?
Yeah, I have the indie. Who's making it?
I don't remember. It looks like Creative Coffee's got the drama, got the info, the 411.
I hope it's not Schiffer. I hope not.
So here's the thing. I was sent the Hip Chick Tarot by Schiffer, by the creator, Mariah, I believe her name is, if I'm remembering correctly. I actually have to do a review video for her. I've been dragging my feet on. I've got like 3 or 4 videos that I have to.
I think they tried to send me it, but I said no.
Did you?
Yeah.
I said yes. Mostly because I'm that kind of girl that, like, if you're brave enough to ask me on a date, I'm at least going to go to dinner with you. Like, probably going to go nowhere.
I think the reason why one of the reasons why I said no is because, like, I felt like the representation of the deck, like, on the outside was, like, misleading. Because, number one, like, I thought, like, I don't know how to say it. So, like, number one, I didn't think the borders were going to be that big. like, I'm like, bruh, like, those are humongous. And number two, like, I don't know, it just wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Like, from the artwork on the cover, like, it's obviously one of the cards, but I don't know, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think I was going to give it a good review, and I don't think that that's what they would have wanted. So I said no.
So I didn't like, so I was kind of in the same boat when she contacted me. It's not really like the kind of art style I'm drawn to.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm always down. If somebody's willing to send me something and ask for an honest review, I'm gonna give you an honest opinion. I'm glad I said yes, because the card stock is amazing.
It's good?
Yes, it's great. Like, it's like second edition of Naked Heart Good. Like, it's got that matte feel to it. And the cards are bigger, but they're not as big as Marielle.
Oh my god, Marielle is freaking huge.
Yeah, Marielle is insane. And they're not glossy, they're not too thick, they're not too thin. So the cardstock is much, much better. And
it's been like how many years? Like, why can we not get a borderless matte Marielle? Like, what is taking them? Like,
so yeah, Schiffer, I don't know. Schiffer, like, their presentation is always really good too. Like, where's my
their boxes, like how they present things is really, really good.
Yeah, I have like one of my favorites is Dream Raven, and I've got I've got another one from them too that was really good actually. But Dream Raven, like, the boxes are like a really awesome magnetic with a little helps you open it doodaddy, and then you get an amazing book. Like the guidebooks are always great.
Yeah.
But then I had to trim the cards because they're super huge and they're super glossy, and you know, glossy trimmed cards don't have a very long life. So you have to be very gentle with them. Simon though, just Simon loves Bianco Nero. Oh, good to know, Simon. We have pretty similar taste in decks. So maybe I won't color it.
So Mary L is coming out gilded, but is it going to be matte? like gilding is fine, but like that glossy though. Like,
well, Simon already has a gilded Marielle. Simon, can you let us know if you have because you said you did. But Marielle isn't coming out until April, so maybe did the UK get it faster than us, or did you get it like sent special? All right, so we'll wait for him to get back at us. But yeah, I don't know, like so I'm hoping like, so the Hip Chick Tarot is like one of the latest decks to have come out from out from Schiffer, so I'm hoping like they got the message.
Yeah, I hope so, because like I wanted to buy the I think it's the Star Tarot from them, which is like completely beautiful, but like you have this big border, like mind you, the art is gorgeous. Like I think it took this woman like 10 years to make this art, and like you're gonna put this obnoxious border, and like it's super glossy. Like it's super glossy.
Yeah, that's not cool. But at this point, like, why are artists? My question is why are artists still signing on with Schiffer?
I don't know. I mean, if you're talking about new cardstock, then I would be hopeful that they move that along to even just, I guess, new decks if they're not going to do it with the older decks. But like keep the matte, because like that's going to be so much better than super high gloss. Like that yellow box Rider-Waite, like that is gloss, like that is sticky. Like,
yeah, that is like, okay, who did what in the hotel room with you last night?
Yeah.
Disgusting. But yeah, there's I have, this was another Schiffer one. I don't know if you guys have, this is a decent one. Oh my god, I'm gonna tip all this shit over right now. Oh no, it's falling. All right. Oh, I had to take like 10 decks out with this one, so you guys better appreciate it. Is this Schiffer? I don't know. That's not Schiffer, is it?
Yeah, no, it is. It's Schiffer. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this was the Mythical Creatures. So it kind of feels like that one. If you guys have this one, this is what the Hip Chick Tarot feels like. And I'd show you Hip Chick, but it's at work right now.
I think the last Schiffer I have was damn it. It's the tattoo one. I forgot what the name is.
They have a tattoo one?
No, it's like the tattoo artwork. I forgot its name.
Oh, I don't know.
Shit. Hold on, let me look through my box of decks.
So this is the Mythical Creatures Oracle deck, which I really like because it's Mythical Creatures. And this one's a little smaller, so if you like a smaller deck with the Schiffer presentation, this would probably be the way to go.
Yes, Soren, Bonefire. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, the Bonefire Tarot?
That's the last one I think I bought from Schiffer, and then I was like, nope.
Yeah, I keep going back and forth on that one. Like it's in my Amazon buy it later. Like, and I just kind of be like,
It's a gorgeous deck, but again, it's super damn glossy.
Yeah, I don't want it to be glossy, especially where if you go on Nobody Here's channel, she's got like the early versions of it with the handmade felt pouches stuff, and it's just like, oh, that's the one I want. like, oh, gimme. But now all that's available is the Schiffer one. Yeah. So this one makes me angry because it turns out they've had, like, this is an older deck. I got this one like when I first started collecting, and they've had matte cardstock the entire time.
Oh my god.
like the entire time. Like, you bastard.
Like they've just bamboozled us. Like you had the ability. Like Because like I don't know like okay, I can't speak for everyone, but I have never met like a tarot reader or like a card collector that's like, yes, like I love super glossy cards. Like I've never heard that.
Yeah, I've not been in the community very long. You definitely have that up on me, but I bounce around quite a bit. I have yet to hear that as well. So news to me. I mean, like I don't mind a gloss. Like
no, because I know like it has to protect. Like I get like in like whatever technology they're using to print it, whatever, that's fine. But like it doesn't have to be that glossy. Like come on now, like.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to stick to everything. It just doesn't have to be that gross. There's no need. Oh, the Bonefire Tarot. Schiffer ruined it. Yep, Soren agrees. Yeah. They ruin it. They've only heard gloss that Soren says he's only heard that he like the oracle card readers like glossy cards.
I mean, I guess yeah, because they're pretty big. Like I get it. But still, like also here too, like with the big oracle cards, like you can't shuffle because they're fucking huge. Like
yeah. And you can't do a spread with them. Like you can't do more than 2 or 3 cards with huge oracle. Like, I like oracle cards. I'm gonna be controversial right now. Right now in my life, I think I like oracle cards a tad more than I like tarot.
Ooh.
I know.
How dare you? No, I can see it. No, like I like that each deck has its own like unique thing, like its own unique system. So yeah. I get what you mean.
Well, I think the thing that I like about it more is I'm having like some sort of weird existential crisis with tarot in that I've mentioned it a few times, but like I've read so much about each card and everybody is like, oh, well, you could interpret it this way or that way or this way. It's like the cards now mean everything and nothing. Like each card means everything. Yeah. And like, but if it means everything, then what does it mean? It means nothing because it means everything. And it's like, I need a break.
No, I see that. Yeah. Like it's good to have that balance of like, finding like your own voice again, because like there are like how many countless books, tutorials, videos of like, this is what the Ace of Cup means. And like, okay, like that's all fine and good. But like when you're doing a reading, like, and like Ace of Cups is near, the Devil card, it's not going to mean what that video that you studied and saw. It's not, you know what I mean? Like you're going to have to learn to interpret it how you see it.
Well, it's not even that. Like I kind of have, I'm a traditionalist reader. Like the Ace of Cups means the Ace of Cups, and then the Devil means the Devil. And then if you can put the two together, I'm more low Normandy in my style when it comes to reading that kind of stuff. And I let my sitters do a lot of the work because I'm like, well, it's because it's like, well, here's what this card means, and here's what that card means. Here's why I think you got it, but why do you think you got it? Because that's more important. Yeah. You get a little more insight that way. But like I've seen people argue for like, well, I got the 3 of Swords, but here's why it actually is a good thing. And it's just like, no. No, that card sucks. Like it's not a good thing. Like it's a bad card. Like it's okay that it's a bad card because life isn't always, and it's just like, how can we turn the 4 of Wands into a card about asparagus? And then it's like all this circular logic. And you're just like, stop it. Like not every card is going to mean everything for every situation.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just, I'm tired of that twisting and bending. And I just need a minute.
Yeah. Also like with Oracle cards, because there's so many, like there's such like a vast array of different types of Oracle cards. Like, because like when we look at tarot, like traditional, you get the same system every single time for the most part. Like with Oracle cards, you have that new, fresh perspective. Like there may be like, because like we could say like star, the hope, like star would be like hope, right? Or you'll have like a specific hope card that means like something deeper in an Oracle system. Or like I have an Oracle deck that has like a specific lust card or a specific betrayal card.
As opposed to relying on the Devil for both of those things.
Yeah, exactly. So like it has its own little. system.
Yeah, I mean, and Molly's saying too that she never used to like the oracles. So back in the day when all you had for oracles was like Blue Angel or Hay House, like, or even some of the Hay House ones coming out now aren't bad.
Yeah.
But you know, with the advent of indie decks, it's so much better. Like one of my favorite ones is the Compendium of Constellations. It's 90 cards, one word each card. It works great in a spread. Like it's a fantastic little deck. So
I still haven't gotten that one either.
Oh, just get it. just get it, because you're gonna be like, I can't, like, I don't want it, it's so expensive. No, but you're not gonna be sad that you did.
All right, I'm gonna get one of my favorite oracle decks. Hold on.
Okay. And Asia is asking for a card, so you know what, I think we'll pull from Compendium for you for tonight. If Asia wants a card, then Asia gets a card. All right, so you're getting a card tonight. Any particular question, Asia, while we wait for Ivan to get his oracle deck? Yeah, an oracle deck with some psychological depth, not just something to work and dive into, and not just cotton candy platitudes. So I find that you can get that with any oracle deck, Molly. You just have to throw the guidebook out the window. Like you just, you know, if you don't want the cotton candy platitudes, which, because I hate that too. I think, like, you know, it's like 48,000 pages from Colette Baron Reed on the same card. But like,
do you get like for like her course things like on Facebook, like those ad video things?
Oh my God, I have not seen that, but apparently people are saying that they're pretty good.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, she's pretty cool. All
right, so Asia got the Sculptor card, so it's the Constellation Sculptor, SCULPTOR, and it's a card about manipulating. So you've got some sort of manipulating going on in your life, but where it's associated with the sculpting card, I feel like it's a more productive, like with the sculpting constellation, it's a little more of a productive manipulating, more like a magician style kind of thing going on there for you. So Isha, it's not okay.
Oh,
it's pronounced.
Oh, we're doing readings for Isha.
It's not.
I agree, Soren. Like,
sorry.
Oracle Visions is a pretty good deck.
Sorry, Isha, about that. But anyway, so you get the Sculptor card. So it's more about like molding and kind of steering things in the direction that you want them to go, and being a little more the master of your universe, if that makes sense, as opposed to being a bystander or somebody that just kind of lets stuff happen to them. It's time for you to kind of be the one that drives the boat, as it were. Time for you to do a little manipulating and working as far as that's concerned. Single but waiting for someone. Yeah, stop waiting and start doing. That's what this is. You need to be a little more, you know, you need to be the one like molding and not manipulating, but you know, the one kind of building and creating, and you know, be a little more in charge of that one. All right, so Ivan is shuffling. Ooh, the Amethyst Oracle. So yeah, that one's I like that Oracle deck a lot, actually.
Nice, yeah.
And I like that it goes really well with the Idiosynchro deck.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna do a tarot and an oracle at the same time, those two just work together so well.
Do you think like in the, because I know like those decks complement each other, but do you think that's gonna start happening more frequently in the future, like for deck creators to create like deck combos, like tarot and then oracle, like right after each other?
I would love that. I would love to see more of that. One that I do know is doing that, but she's doing the thing that I hate. Like, I'm like, yeah, an oracle that, aw, boo. One creator that is doing that is Megan from Anima Monday is doing an oracle deck, but instead of keywords on the cards, She's just listing the species
No.
of the animal. And it's just kind of like, no! Because there's a deck that I have that I really love that did that too. But like, and then you go and read the guidebook. You need a guidebook. Oh my God, we love the sounds of card shuffling. Yes, Molly.
All right,
it's like
so
crack.
Asia wants, is he gonna contact me? All right, let me see.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a jumper. You got time. So I'm getting from this card is like you're being patient, but what I'm getting from this is kind of like you have to determine for yourself if the investment of time that you're giving this person is worth it, because if they're not reciprocating the same time for you, or if they're not giving that same energy back, then maybe it's not what you think it's going to be or what you're hoping it's going to be. In love or starting any type of relationship, there has to be some equal level playing field here, and it kind of showing that like you're the one giving all the time and maybe this person isn't, giving that same type of effort or energy towards you. There's this like there's flowers that are in full bloom here, and there's flowers that are kind of dying here. So it's really for you to determine where your heart lies and where your time for this whole situation is. Do you want to continue to wait, or do you want to, make a decision and maybe have a conversation with this person, or maybe even move on from the situation and take a step back? Because right now it's just showing you're expelling a lot of time and a lot of energy for a situation, and you're maybe not getting the same in return.
All work and no reward.
Yeah. So I hope that helps you.
Yeah. And being a passive stander buyer isn't working for you either. I think this is like, screw up the courage and contact him and be like, you're gonna keep digging me around or what? Like, it's like time to shit or get off the pot, as they say.
Yeah. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to get some more water, so I will be right back.
All right. So if anybody else wants a reading, that's great. And then if any decks, or if you want to discuss any other decks or whatnot that have come up, or if you have any questions, you know to put them. Yeah, Ivan is a wonderful reader. He's a little more articulate than I am. I have to work on that. And I'm sorry I keep mispronouncing your name. That's the worst. I'm a horrible person. But it's part of my charm. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so we're gonna wind down in a little bit, I think. Once Ivan gets his water back. If anybody else wants a reading, go ahead and let us know. Otherwise, we can do because I gotta actually make some dinner myself. What oracle deck did you get, Ivan?
Where are we at?
So I just invited people. I opened up the Florida questions and readings.
Okay.
But if my deck just called me out and popped up the narcissism card. Like, son of a bitch. Message received, deck. So I said that we could take a couple questions if anybody wanted a reading or whatnot. But okay. What are you shuffling? What are you shuffling?
I'm shuffling.
What deck did you get?
The amethyst. I'm gonna get another deck. Let me see.
You ran. Oh, that's right. You ran away for water, not a deck. I don't know why. I always just assume that you're gonna get decks.
I'm trying to see. Let's see what I can use.
But yeah, otherwise, I said it's probably time to wind down. I've kept you an hour past when I was supposed to keep you.
That's fine. Like, we always have fun together.
Okay. I was like, let's do it at 4 because that way it'll only be an hour.
An hour? We can never just chat for an hour. What are you saying?
No matter.
All right, so I think I have a deck. Hold on, let me get it.
All right. So yes. Otherwise, yeah, I think winding down is maybe a good idea. So if anybody has any questions or wants a reading, now would be the time to put your questions in the doobly-doo right over here. If you have any questions or if you want a reading, put them in the little chitty chat box. And we're happy to read for you. I'm going to use my Anima Mundi, actually, now that I have it out and it's here. I would very much to use it. And then Ivan is going to use whatever magical creatures he pulled out from his stash.
So I have
I see the sacred symbols. That's a good one. Molly, that's a wonderful oracle deck. If you don't have that one yet, get it.
I have that one. The combo, this from Light Gray Labs, I think.
Yeah, the Cosmo Tarot and Oracle.
Yeah, that one's really good.
It's more like the Cosmos Oracle and Oracle.
Yeah, oh my, get out of my head. I can't use it as a tarot deck.
No, you can't. And don't. like it just I have the Light Gray Art Labs Tarot too. Like their first one.
I don't have that one. I want to get it, but I don't know.
I like it. And Cosmos has a second edition, so you can save on shipping.
You're so bad. You're gonna make me go broke.
Amy wants to know if she will finally be getting a granddaughter this March.
Okay.
Yeah, the Sacred Symbols is on my list too, Molly. It's a really awesome, really awesome deck, and I keep eyeing it, and then I keep forgetting, and then I keep remembering. I don't know, for whatever reason, I just haven't pulled the trigger yet, though.
It's a pretty nice deck.
How's the card stock?
It's actually pretty good.
And it looks like it's a good size.
Yeah,
right.
It's not super big.
So, Amy.
We're gonna pull a card each, or?
Yeah, I'm doing a 3 on the tarot, and then whatever
right,
you
so
feel
I'll
like.
do one card from Sacred Symbols and one card for Amethyst, and I'll just read it together.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, okay.
So I got the 4 of Cups, and the 9 of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. So the 4 of Cups, the 9 of Wands.
Those work really good together.
And the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's a cute little deck. And then what did you get?
I got the Labyrinth.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Morning Star.
The Morning Star.
So you want to do yours first, or you want me to just?
Well, I think they, like, surprisingly, the read works really well together from 2 different ends. I mean, between the 4 of Cups and the 9 of Wands and the Labyrinth, I'm getting, like, I hate to say yes or no because I don't like to read on that stuff, but it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not going to be, like, it's not like a, will I have a grandchild in March situation. It's like a, you know, life finds a way to get in the way of itself kind of a deal. Like, and it's not going to be like a super simple, like, yep, pregnant, popped out a kid, everything's perfect and fantastic. Like, it's more like, no, it's a little more complicated than that, you know?
Yeah, there's definitely like an obstacle there. Like, it's not just 1, 2, 3, bang, you're gonna just have it, but like I see that it's doable. Like, it's not never gonna happen. Because then you have the Morning Star, which is like hope, and
the Knight of Cups, which is charging, like, you know, like it's a good emotional, like, bringing it on in. Like, that's some. I know people say pages are like kind of the good news cards for the cups, but I always saw the Knights as more of like the delivery service, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You know, like positive emotional news coming your way, but. As far, like, I don't know that March is necessary. I think putting like I think the kind of the cloudiness that we're seeing, like the sad times, is
there's definitely cloudiness there too.
Yeah, and I've got overcast on the I like the 9 of Wands is definitely overcast. There's a light there. But it feels very barriery to me. Like, this is one of the few cards that she actually goes a little TDM with. like a little pippish with, and it like it's overcast. And then the hermit crab is like under the sea. Light doesn't really reach there. He's all kind of pulled into his shell. I think it's putting expectations on it that is kind of, you know, like weighing it down, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. There's definitely an obstacle, but I don't feel like it's definitely going to be impossible. Like I'm getting like a sense of like it's almost feeling kind of like forced, which is why it's not happening. Like and like I think like that added stress, it's like, but yeah, there's definitely some hope with this Morning Star card. Let me go to the book and read what that says, just to give you some context.
Yeah, it feels like the added like, oh my God, is it gonna happen? Like, oh yay, how about now? Like that's kind of like it seems like it's the best thing and like the good thing. And like, so with the Four of Cups especially, you know how they have it's traditionally like you've got the God hand handing you a cup and being like, hey, here's the thing, like it's the good news, right? Here's another cup, hooray. And then the person in the card is just like, you fucking enough already. Like goddamn cups. That's kind of how I feel. It's like, oh, it's like, I would love a granddaughter. Wouldn't that be so much fun? And that would be amazing. And that would be amazing. Just, that would be great and fun. And that would be, and then the other person's probably just like, please stop. like, yes, but I need a minute. So it's one of those like,
yeah,
stop killing her with kindness.
This one says the situation, Morningstar, situation is in alignment with your higher self. Meditate on the symbol to access your higher power. It's saying the morning star is the brightest star on the dawn's horizon. It is a sign of courage, purity of spirit, and coming of renewal and truth, which is, it's what we're saying. So there's obstacle there, but once like that obstacle gets resolved, the blessings are going to be bountiful.
Yeah, it feels to me like when you're trying to manifest something real hard and that's what's getting in the way of you manifesting something. It's like you kind of have to just be like, you know what, this would be nice, but if it doesn't happen, that's great. And then the universe is kind of like, all right, now go. Like, okie dokie. Amy, oh my God, hi! Ooh, I'm so excited to see you on here. I just threw a girl fit. Oh my goodness, Amy, it's so awesome to see you. Oh, so excited. Anyway. Oh my goodness, just spazzed out for a second there. Fine. So if nobody else has any questions, I think we're going to call this meeting of the dynamic duo to a close.
It was so much fun.
Would we like to pull a card for the evening, Ivan?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool.
All right, so what should I use? I'll use this one. Ooh. We got Stormy.
Stormy? Oh, that's no good. Oh, hold on. I hit a button. All right. And then what am I going to use for this? I think I'll use, you know what? I haven't really had a chance to use this yet. I'll do the Spirit Animal Oracle. Speaking of Colette Baron Reed and her wordiness. It's a beautiful deck, though. And, this will give me a chance to see if my repair held up. So that'll be good.
Oh, yeah, I saw your thing with the repair and the card stock.
Yeah. All right. Yes, Molly, a watched oven won't carry a bun.
Yes, Molly.
Oh my God, Amy has a new Instagram and she shouldn't delete accounts when she's upset. And no, you shouldn't. Have you added me back to it? Like, I'm a little, like, yeah, Amy. Yeah, don't delete accounts when you get upset. Oh my goodness. We're happy to see you too. It makes it hard to find you and to ask things like, oh, hey, how you doing? Mystic Aloe. Ooh, I like that term. I like that handle. That's a good handle. Nice. All right. So for tonight's card from the Spirit Animal Oracle, we got the Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. but mixed with stormy.
Well, so for my card, I feel like there's a lot of things that, you know, the collective needs to handle first, needs to like look within yourself to see that, you know, not everything is calm water. Like things that you've been putting off, things that you're holding deep within that like are really reaching a peak or reaching the surface now. You can't keep putting it to the side. You have to, you know, face this storm head on, because not you're just gonna be overflowing with emotions, and you can only bottle up your feelings and the situations that may be, you know, triggering or negative for you for so long before, you know, you end up exploding.
Yep, and with the universe, that only really tends to send you what you put out into it. So if you're gonna bottle up emotional bullshit, the abundant universe will provide you with some more emotional stormy bullshit. It's happy to do that. Like, universe don't care. Universe is honey badger. Don't give a shit. So it's, if you know, there's definitely like a clearing that needs to happen. Well, there's always a clearing that needs to happen because we're always ridiculous. But you know, humanity as a whole, stupid humans. But if you can clear that out and ride out the storminess and come out the other side, you know, eventually the universe will, you know, the calm after a storm, like the clean air and whatnot. The storms are needed to push through new, fresh energy. And sometimes the only way to provide that to you is with some roller coaster ridiculousness. Also, we're getting a storm, so there's that.
I mean, like,
buckle in.
Yeah.
The abundant universe will provide you a hurricane. I shouldn't joke. It's probably going to be another bad one. So, but if you can't laugh, you cry.
You know.
All right, everyone. We are going to go off to our respective domiciles and probably make some din-din.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Ivan. It was awesome, and I love that you came on my channel, and I miss you so much. We should do this way more often.
Yeah, we definitely need to talk about like the bitch fest for the end of the year.
Yeah. Do we want to do like an end of the year or a New Year extravaganza?
I mean, we could probably do New Year. I think that would be good. Like start the year off.
We can we'll call it Tarot Festivus and our airing of grievances. Although I'm not wrestling anyone. All right. All right, everyone. It was awesome to see you. Bye, guys.
Bye.